just got through watching the Shawty interview, where he speaks about his kids. We're in a time now, homie, where the men and the women, especially the women, are keeping the fathers away from their child. We're in that time now, and it's happening a lot. It's happening with me. It's happening with Shawty. It happened with Shawty, and it's happening with a lot of fathers now who wants to be in their kid's life, but the parents, the mother of the child's not letting us see our kids, and it's sad, homie. It's really sad. I'm sitting here watching that man cry. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel. That's how I be feeling sometimes, man. You know, being a father, man, is one of the most important things to me, man. And to be able to not have the relationship with your kid, man, is unthinkable. It's unthinkable, man, for the mother of my kids to be able to keep me away from my kids. It's unthinkable. It's evil, man. It's really evil when you really think about it. It's really evil. And then on top of that, homie, it's not just you have to it's not only that you gotta it's not only that you have to fight for your kids with the mother of your children, but you gotta fight for your kids through the court system. The court system don't want you to have a relationship with your kids either. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. They just want they don't care. Especially these white people. These white people don't give a damn if you have a relationship with your kids or not. They don't give a damn about none of that. Real talk. They don't give a damn about none of that. So not only, like I said, I gotta fight with the mother of my child. Then I gotta fight with the court system to get their approval to see my child. Then you gotta pay the court system money. You gotta buy a lawyer. You gotta pay the courts to be able to give you a chance, homie, to be able to see your child. That shit crazy. That's crazy, homie. And then by you paying all that money to the courts, they still might not even let you see your child. They still might not even let you see your child. After you done paid for the lawyer, you went through all this time fighting for your kid, they still might not even give you a chance to be able to see your children. Sometimes I think instead of me paying for the lawyers and fighting for my kids and getting the court's approval after paying all this money, I'm like, why would I want to go through all that and still might not even get a chance to see my child after I done paid all that money? Why not take all that money that I'm about to get a course and the lawyers? Why not take that money and put it into a trust fund or save it up for my kids when they get older? Why not take my money and do that? I'm really thinking about doing that. I really thinking about just doing that, and just saying, man, I'll see them when they get grown, and I got shit set up for them for when they get grown. I might just do that, homie. Instead of whining like a bitch to the courts, whining like a bitch to the mother of my kids, say, take it. You won. But I want the mother of my child to know, or my children to know, you better soak up all the 18 years that you have keeping me away from my kids. Because once they get 18 and then once they get older, I'm coming. And I'm coming to look for them. And you have no say-so of how and when I can see my kids once they get 18. Because I'm going to find them. I'm going to find them, homie. And I might just do that, bro. I might just save up money, put them up a trust fund, get them a bank, so once they get grown, I can have money and shit set up for them for, you know what I'm saying, for whatever they want to do. I might just do that instead of, like I said, instead of giving my money and time to lawyers in the courts, people that really probably don't even get no fuck. Why not save that money and give it to my kids when they get older? Real talk. But it's sad, bro, that the fact that we even have to do that, homie, because of the selfish mothers. Selfish as a motherfucker. That's all it is, homie. And it's not even, and they think they're doing it in the best interest of the kids. But you're not. You're not doing it in the best interest. No matter, homie, I'm not a bad person, homie. I'm just not financially stable. That's it. I'm not financially stable. But for them to be like, nah, I mean, you can't see your kids. I can't see my kids. I can't talk to them. That's crazy to me, bro. I never would imagine me going through that. And on top of that, bro, I never grew up with my mom and my dad. So for them to know that, it should put in their mind, man, I feel sorry for him. I feel compassionate. I feel empathy for him because he never grew up with his parents. And for you to take that away from me, man, and not be understanding that, damn, that nigga look good. That nigga look good as motherfucker. But for you to not understand that and empathize with that, man, it's just straight evil, huh? It's straight evil. I lost my mom when I was 7. I never really had a relationship with my dad. And they know that. The mother of my kids know that. And for them to take my kids away from me, man, knowing what I've been through in my life, man, it's nothing else but evil. That's how I see it. It's nothing else but evil. That's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy to me, man. Like I said, I'm letting them soak up. I'm trying to get myself together, and I am. I'm gonna get my stuff together. Be stable to be able to take care of my kids. But I want them to soak up all this time that they have manipulating the kids. I want them to soak up all this time. Because once they get older and they hear my side of the story, they probably resent you. They're probably going to resent the mother of my kids for what they done. probably gonna resent them, homie. But for Shawty, man, and for myself to even be going through this, homie, I can't see my kid, bro. You can't let me see my kid. I can't talk to my kid. That's crazy. And it's for all the fathers out there, man, that's being alienated from their kids. It's sad, bro. It's sad. You know what's crazy though? I was married to the mother of my daughter, right? I was living in Mississippi at the time, and my little girl was living in Illinois. Yeah, she was living in Illinois, in Chicago, in the suburb area. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working at Popeyes and I'm working at a buffet, you know what I'm saying? Making $8, $9 an hour. That ain't shit. But I'm working 2 jobs. I got an apartment. I got me a little house. I mean, I got me an apartment. I got me a little car. So I'm trying. I'm trying, homie. So I'm saving up money, right? I'm saving up money from those 2 jobs, making $8, $9 an hour. I save up enough money to be able to catch a flight, get a hotel, and to be able to spend some time with my daughter. To be able to fly to Chicago, be able to see my daughter. So I book a flight, I get a rent-a-car, and I get a hotel. All for working these 2 jobs, just trying to go see my daughter. She sends me the divorce papers. So once I go see them, I have the divorce papers with me, but I haven't signed them yet. So as soon as I get with her, we in the car, we in the rent-a-car. It's me, her, and my daughter. She tells me, she's adamant about, yo, sign the papers, sign the papers. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna sign them. She's like, you need to sign them, hurry up and sign them. In my head, I'm like, what you arresting me for? I'm gonna sign them, bro. She tells me in that moment, oh, if you don't sign them, you're not gonna, me and your daughter gonna leave, you're not gonna be able to see your daughter. What? What? Bro, I just took a flight here. I just got a rental car. I just got a hotel. I just paid for this, homie. I just did all this to come see my daughter around her birthday. It was around her birthday. See my daughter around her birthday. I just paid for. I'm about to spend a little bit of money on my daughter. We're finna go to Chuck E. Cheese or something, spend some time. You know what I'm saying? And you I just did all this. What father, homie, a responsible father does that? I just did all this, homie, and you tell me I ain't gonna be able to see my daughter? That shit evil as fuck, boy. That shit evil. You telling me I can't see my daughter? Because if I don't sign these papers, what I figured out is, later on is, those divorce papers had her as sole custody inside those papers. I said, wow, that's why she wanted me to sign them bitches. Cause she knew that she would have sole custody of my daughter. And I didn't know that because I didn't read those papers. I'm young. I'm immature. I ain't know. I just thought they were divorce papers. I ain't know. I never even read them. I'm young. Like I said, I ain't even know until afterwards. So she like, sign the papers, or you ain't gonna see your daughter. So like I said, I later on found out that I gave her sole custody of my daughter. She has full custody. which meaning whatever she says goes, because she has full custody. She knew that. That's why she wanted me to sign those papers. That's why she was adamant about me signing those papers. I said, wow, bro, look, man, that shit evil. That shit's evil as fuck, homie. And on top of that, she knew that I probably didn't even read those papers because how young-minded I was. I just thought that they was divorce papers. So she probably knew that I didn't read those papers because of how young I was and how immature I was, how young-minded I was. She knew that. She took advantage of that, homie. So now she has sole custody, full custody. Now she gets to tell me when, where, and how I can see my daughter since I signed those papers. So what happened was, after she said, yo, you need to sign those papers or you ain't gonna see your daughter. I'm like, man, let me just go ahead and sign this shit, man, get it over with. Because I wanted to see my daughter. It was her birthday. It was my daughter's birthday. I wanted to spend time with my daughter. I haven't seen my daughter in a minute. I haven't seen my daughter in a minute. I wanted to spend time with my daughter for her birthday. So I signed that shit. Man, I don't give a fuck about the divorce shit. Here you go. Sign that shit. I just want to spend time with my daughter. I don't give a damn about these papers. I don't give a damn about none of that. It was one of the worst mistakes that I made by signing those papers. Because I gave her full custody. Now I got to go to court and get all that shit redone and try to get joint custody of my daughter. If I wouldn't have signed those papers and I had my own lawyer and I would have did it right, we both would have had joint custody of my daughter. We would have had joint custody of my daughter. And I would have had visitation rights. I can be able to see my daughter at certain times. She wouldn't have full custody. She wouldn't have full custody. Guys, learn from that, man. I want you guys to learn from that. It's not just guys too, it's women as well. But majority of the guys. That's crazy. Yeah, she did a nigga wrong on me. I've been peeped that she was an evil person on me. That's why I wanted to divorce her. That's why I didn't want to be with her. She used to stop me, homie, for trying to be a father to my child. When I wanted to discipline or talk to my child and teach my child something, she would tell me, don't teach me. Nah, you can't say that. Man, how you gonna tell me what I can teach and say to my child? That's my child. That's our child. How you gonna tell me what I can and can't say to my child? You the woman. How you gonna tell me, nigga, I'm the man. How you gonna tell me what I can and can't teach my child? So I peeped that, bro, and I'm like, man, I can't be with you, man. You trying to stop me from being a father. The same way I peeped it then that she was trying to stop me from being a father. The same way she's stopping me from being a father right now. And I read that, homie, when I was with her and I was married to her. And it's showing itself, it's manifesting itself right now. But you live and you learn. But man, when I seen Shawty, man, somebody of that caliber, homie, somebody that's financially stable, somebody that's wants to be in their child's life, somebody to try to take your child away from you, man, it's one of the worst feelings ever in the world. especially when you're a good father, when you want to be there and you're trying to be there. It's one of the worst feelings in the world for somebody to try to take your child away from you. It's one of the worst feelings in the world. You feel heartbroken. You feel heartbroken every day. You feel heartbroken. Yeah, man, you feel heartbroken. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more in another video. I don't want to give out, too much information in this video, but I just wanted to make this video because I seen Shawty going through the same thing I'm going through. A lot of fathers are going through the same thing. The women are keeping the fathers away from their children. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy as fuck. I swear to God, that's crazy. And I see why a lot of people, homie, I swear to God, if I look at this system, matter of fact, I'm finna look at it now. If I look at, I don't even gotta look at it. I bet you there's a lot of fathers, a lot of people out here, homie, that are crashing out over their kids because the other parent is not letting them see or speak to their child. I bet you there's a lot of people that crashing out over their kids, homie. You ain't gonna let me see my kids. You ain't gonna let me be a father to my child or a mother to my child. People, man, I bet you people are crashing out over that. I don't agree with it, but I respect it I respect it from a certain aspect. Man, your kids is everything, homie. Your kids is everything. And for somebody to try to take that away from you, homie, that's crazy. Your kids is everything. I bet you it's a lot of people crashing out over their kids. You ain't gonna let me see my kid? Bitch, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. But I ain't one of them type of person, homie. If I was one of them type of person that's violent and did that, man, I'd be crashing out over my kid, bro. Crashing out, straight crashing out. But I ain't one of them type of person. I let God handle it. And at the end of the day,